That was interesting because I used to go, this is Sky, and now it's Stacey
I know
Johnson.
they like halfway through the series, they're like, we're changing your name and everything about your character. So that was weird to get used to, but now I'm used to it. So.
Did you cry when you first found out you had to cut your hair?
I did, yeah, 100%. I've always had really long hair, and then, well, when they said I had to cut it, and you know, Daisy Johnson in the comics has very short hair. So I was like, my face won't work with that cut. And then the writers actually started to Photoshop short hair on my head and would like pass it out to me just to like mess with me.
Oh.
And so they thought it was hilarious. I'm like, this isn't funny. But then it wasn't, you know, it obviously wasn't as dramatic as I thought it was going to be.
And you've been more front and center of the show now. So that means more action and more fight sequences.
Yeah.
How is that going? Because I heard you actually broke your arm during filming.
I did. So the second season I was shooting this like awesome one-shot fight sequence, and I was like flipping over tables and like rolling on cement and doing like all these flips, and I took out like, I think it was like 9 guys. And like when growing up, the reason I got into acting is because I was horrible at all sports. So to now think that I'm making a living on like doing physical things that's like athletic, it's a joke to my brothers. They think it's hilarious. And then, yeah, I actually got punched in the face a couple weeks ago.
Wow.
You pretty much leave like every week with like a couple bruises and cuts and stuff. It's just part of being an agent.
Who hit you?
A stunt guy. We have it on video, it's not great, but like my whole mouth I looked like a Kardashian. I like couldn't speak, like my lips were huge and I couldn't talk and my mouth was swollen and like I had cuts and I was like, is it swollen? And like I couldn't talk at all. And they're like, we'll just get some ice, get ice. They're like, now. So yeah, it was pretty bad.
I'm really sorry to hear that, but hopefully we'll find a clip of that somewhere.
They're actually the first thing I did, so he like just jacked me in the face and everyone was like, oh, and the first thing I was like, were we rolling? Like, did we get it? And they're like, we got it. I'm like, you better use that, because it's gonna, so that will be in the episode.
Chloe Bennet, what is your greatest fear?
Like the deep ocean.
On the show, you already have a superpower, but if you could have any other superpower in the world, what would it be?
I would be able to transport myself.
Favorite vacation spot?
China, obviously, you guys.
When you're traveling, what's your must-have travel item?
My passport?
Good.
So unique, Chloe. I have a travel journal. I bring a Polaroid camera and I journal and like put stuff and like tapes. It's very crafty.
Look at you.
Yes.
What a hipster.
Yeah, I know.
Gosh. What are you binge watching right now?
I actually just started The Americans. I like to watch shows somewhat similar to the show so I can kind of pull inspiration as an actress. I really like Carrie Russell. I love Homeland.
I'm just curious, do you watch Austin's shows and does he watch
Oh, right,
shows?
The Walking Dead. My boyfriend's on The Walking Dead, so I watch that.
Favorite workout?
I like spinning and I can't do yoga since I broke my arm.
Okay, if you were stuck on an island with absolutely nothing, who would you choose to be your only companion, Brett Dalton or Luke Mitchell?
Oh, I was just at dinner with Brett Dalton last night. He came over to my house for dinner with a couple of other friends and he just started fixing my chair. Like, he wasn't even engaging in the conversation. He was just like fixing all my chair. I'm like, Brett, what are you doing? Brett's a little like more in his head. I'd probably be with Luke. Luke is Australian. He's from a big island, so I feel like he could be handy.
That is true.
On an island.
Okay, and if it's 2 a.m. in the morning, what will we find you eating?
Me and Brett, the other day, we were shooting for like 14 hours and we were really far away. We were getting driven home and we like made the person stop and we like went to a Five Guys to get burgers together.
I saw that selfie.
Yeah, and the person like taking our order was like, can I? Like, because she was like literally like, this is weird, because they're like, she was like, she's freaking out. But yeah, I love burger and fries.
Favorite musician?
I listen to Bob Marley a lot in my house.
And we are gonna end with one last activity.
Is it a solver?
Yeah,
Okay.
So show me what you and Brett would usually do in this case.
Okay, well, Brett pretends like he doesn't like to take it. I'd be like, well, let's take a picture for Instagram. He'd be like, oh no. So he like pretends like he does it and then gets really posy.
Okay. Cute. Nice.
I'm so distracted by this banana. Just hold the banana up to your phone all night. Ta-da. Great.